let's talk about jobs that sound like they're fun, but maybe they're not as exciting as you thought they'd be.
I saw this list that came out with people that were talking about, they have these jobs, and they said they're not all that it's cracked up to be. It's kind of like when I was talking about Matthew Perry, how he told his friend, dude, this job is not what you think it is. Like
to the guy that Craig Bierko, who was supposed to be the real champion.
You would think that
like,
gave up
it's
the
your
role.
dream gig.
And Jim Carrey even said that. Jim Carrey's famous quote is like, I want everyone to get their dream. I want their dream to come true. Then they can realize it's always not what it's cracked up to be. Because everyone thinks Jim Carrey, $20 million a movie, life is perfect.
Life is amazing.
I mean, if you have problems, you're going to have problems if you're rich or poor.
Yeah, money does not impact
Like
you.
You know what I've seen over
Drinking,
the years?
mental problems or whatever.
Oh, for
Well,
sure.
actually, if you have all the unlimited resources and you do have those kind of problems, that's dangerous.
Yep.
The thing that I've seen over the years of people who get to meet like their idols or have their dream come true is the question is what happens next? Because have you ever met somebody where you just like, oh God, I just die if I could just meet them? And in radio, we have access to people. We have more access to people than the average person would have. And once you met somebody that you thought was going to be so awesome, you're just either left. There's almost like you can't beat what you thought in your head.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Unless they meet it exactly the way you think they're going to be, you will be left disappointed or empty or something just not all it's cracked up to be.
Here's a few jobs. Being a tour musician. So you see those musicians on
Touring
tours.
musician.
Drummers, guitarists.
Yeah, and you think that's going to be
keyboard.
awesome. They say it's boring. There's too much waiting around, and there's the travel grind. The hours are just unusual.
They love it when they're on stage, but there's so much. Remember my cousin that was in here?
Yeah, he's always
Cody's on tour with like Guns N' Roses and all these different bands, and he travels the world. But you know what? He said there's so much downtime because once they do the setup and they get all the equipment up, well, what do we do now?
And it's not the
don't
kind
have
of
time to go really explore.
you can't go explore.
And you can't, you're not visiting
Mm-hmm.
cities to visit them like a tourist. And what kind of a life are you living? Because think about our lives here. We have kids, we have family,
Mm-hmm.
we're doing our job, and then we go do our regular life.
Same bed.
But if you were traveling, it pauses for the time you're traveling. If your job is to travel as a musician, how do you have a normal life with any family?
You don't.
Or you want to build a family.
Another one in the top 5 is working in the film industry. It's demanding. There's stress, deadlines, and you're usually working to execute someone else's vision. So it is true. Like the director, that's his baby,
Right.
Yeah.
and you're living in his world or
That's a
her
good
world.
point.
See,
Good
this
point.
worries me. This is my daughter's into this field now, and it's just like, hey, we're
Oh,
dancing.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Sam's
I
getting
like
ready
that.
to-
Hey,
Shake
play
it.
that groove again. That was
Shake
good.
it, shake
I
it,
like
shake
that.
it. It's like that wine opener that comes up in the counter. Get it,
Dum, dum,
get
dum.
it,
Sorry, guys.
get it, get it, get it, get it.
Let me try.
Another one, video game testing. Now that sounds fun.
I'd like that.
Play
How,
video
how many
games?
hours are you sitting there testing a video game that may not be so fun?
Yeah, they say testing the same element over and over again gets old. I think the whole thing is
That-
repetition. If you're
yeah.
doing things every day. That's what I love about this job. Every day is different.
Yeah,
Like,
it is.
I think
Sure, we never know what
We
we're
have
going to
some
get.
segments that we repeat, like Roses every Thursday at 7, but we never know what we're going to get. You mentioned the video game testing. I was just reading that Grand Theft Auto 6, which they're making this big announcement, they're saying it was the most extensive game to ever build. Cost nearly $2 billion to make this, and over 10 years of programmers just sitting there writing code over and over again.
Let me pick a few jobs that people, a lot of our listeners might have, like bartending.
Right. Okay.
That's on the list in the top 5 for jobs that are less fun than most people expect. Because you think it's fun, right?
It's got to be
Everyone's-
exhausting, I would
It's like,
think.
wow, I'm making drinks. I'm
Yeah.
meeting all these people.
Got to hear people's problems.
It's really busy. If you're really busy and it's loud and people are screaming at you and they're being rude, not tipping you,
And what else you doing?
the stuff is getting thrown all over you.
Dealing with drunk idiots.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And when
That's
you're
a
not
lot.
drunk,
Who say
it's 10
ridiculous
times harder.
things.
Yep. That's on there. Working in tech. You work for a lot of hours, stressful hours in tech. You think, oh, that'd be really cool.
And then you got dummies like me asking the most
Here's one-
obvious questions on earth.
Here's one for
Did
Sam.
you reboot your computer?
I could see Sam doing this job if she left us. Beer brewing. Be at a brewery.
A brewer?
Like for her to actually brew
Yeah,
the beer?
I can
She
see
has
her
to be
doing
the taster.
Yeah.
So you'd be the
I guess you do all-
brewmeister.
I
I'd
see
be
you do all
doing
of
it
it.
in my closet and just be like, come here. You
I said
want
long
some?
hours.
Would you ever get tired
Physical
of it, though?
work.
You'd be like, oh, God, another beer. I
Walking
can't.
around with test tubes.
I don't think
My
I would get
palate.
tired of that. No.
It'd be fun.
This one's
It'd
too
be really
hoppy.
fun.
This one's got too many, what is the other thing? Hops and barley.
Barley.
I think you did this other one, doggy daycare. You walk
Oh,
dogs.
you could do that.
I did walk dogs.
If you love dogs,
And it was fun, except for Houston, Texas, and it's 100 degrees. And they're like,
15 degrees in the
we're going to
sun.
need a 30-minute walk. And you're like,
Oh.
outside?
that's
You
not
Like, I
good.
got to take the dog outside in this?
Get a treadmill?
In that fur coat?
Right, in the treadmill. It's like, Sam, you're not supposed to be walking, the dog's supposed to be walking.
Somebody texted us, guys, college
fine.
football coach is not as exciting as you think it should be. I wouldn't think
Oh.
that's exciting. I think there's so much stress on that job.
And you have to, like, travel to high schools. You got to watch teams play because you got to try and get kids to go to your
right.
college.
Like scouting?
And you got to deal with parents.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine that. You got to go to suck up to these parents
Why is my kid not playing?
just to get them in.
No, just to get them in.
Just
to
to
get
get
on
them
the
on
team.
your
Oh,
team.
wanna
okay,
go
I see
join
what you're
that
saying.
school.
Okay.
Like as soon as Nick Saban won the title at Alabama, all of a sudden he's on the plane the next morning, going to like a recruit's house.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
You got to kiss some 17-year-old kid's ass and their family.
Because they want him to be on the team. So
Yeah.
they
I
don't
just
win
have
more.
visions. Did you guys all see the movie Air?
Oh yeah,
Matt
with
Damon?
Michael Jordan.
Like when
Michael
they're trying
Jordan
to
story?
when they're going to deal with the parents and trying to like talk them into why you want to sign with us.
Yeah, that's how it is. You got to talk to a bunch of people that have no idea what they're doing.
Oh wait, somebody on text at 37530 because we talked about this I think a couple days ago at this time wants to know who did Sam end up taking to the Nutcracker Market last night?
Oh yeah, who did you take?
Ooh, yeah.
I
Can
know.
we give a little update on that?
You want an update right now?
Hit us.
Drum roll, please. I took Jules.
Jules.
Mama G hung out with Santiago, had a great night.
See,
He
it's a
went to
win-win.
bed, and it was
At
fantastic.
5:30. Now that that's his new 6:30.
Yeah, she pushed it. She pushed it a little bit.
When we were pulling
6:30.
in to the event,
Yes.
she was to the. I'm like, we're pulling. I'm like, I see Sam. I'm like, who's? I couldn't tell who was in the
Who's with
passenger
her.
Yeah,
seat.
I had to like
Oh,
move
okay.
out of the way so Eric could see.
Like,
Okay,
Jules
and Sam,
did it.
tell me like
Listen.
crazy. Last night, did we not
Yes.
do a story together?
Yes.
What happened to it?
I don't know. I was wondering the same thing because I was like, oh, my mom would have loved to see this. And then I went and looked and I was like,
Me too. When I got home, y'all, when
I
I
didn't know
saw
where it
Sam in the back corner of the Nutcracker Market, if you were gonna go to the Nutcracker Market, you walk in the front and the back is like the stages and all these tables.
Yes.
It was to like the left of that stage in one of the vendors that I saw Sam and Jules. And I said, oh, let's do a story real fast. And we did a really cute little story.
Super cute.
And when I got home, same thing. I'm gonna scroll that before I go to bed. And I was like, wait
Or
a
did you
second.
push the button wrong? So, sometimes you.
Didn't post.
Well, I was holding it the whole time, wasn't it? It was recording.
it looked like it went, yeah, like,
but it wasn't even in my photo album.
oh, weird.
What the heck happened?
Because then
to
I
that
was thinking,
story?
well, maybe your internet, because
Maybe-
yeah,
the
there's so many
network
people,
there
and,
was-
and it just didn't upload. But I
That's what I
figured it was
thought.
going to upload later.
Should I mean, because I would have
But
seen
you
it.
should
there.
still
I?
have the video
Yeah.
in your photo album.
Right.
I
it's
bet you hit it
not.
Well, no,
wrong.
it was on Instagram stories, so it wouldn't have saved
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
You
But
have
you
to
can
manually
actually
save those.
But you can film things and then post them as a story.
Right, but
No,
this
but I
is
was
what
doing
we
it like
did,
this.
was like a
Oh,
live
okay.
Right now,
I
Instagram
hear
story.
I'm hitting story and we're live on the air, and this is the story.
Hi.
And I was holding it like that. I was holding
Yeah.
it like that. And I was talking to Sam at Nutcracker Market, and then it just disappeared into the space cloud that nobody
Oh.
knows where it went.
Yeah, you got thousands of people all trying to latch onto the Wi-Fi at the same time.
I don't know. It seemed like it was pretty fast in there. I was getting
Yeah, I felt
uploads.
like
and
we
I
were-
thought they
Yeah, I got lots of texts.
were killing it.
There's a lot of where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are
Yeah.
you? I'm in this aisle. Where are you? I'm over here by this one. Where are you?